Great, so hi, as Ben said, my name's Joe, and my talk is all about welcoming a little part of the big top into your everyday life. I believe that aside from just being really fun, there are lots of aspects to the practice and performance of circus which everybody can benefit from. So my kind of background, my first introduction with circus was that my mum could always juggle when I was little. So it was just what I now know as a 3-ball cascade, but it really blew my mind at the time. I practiced really hard to get it down before thinking that was probably all there was to juggling. Then I kind of left circus behind for a bit. I started to play music and I joined a band until our guitarist Tia left to run away with the circus. So she had a job with Pirates of the Caribbean working on Flow, these lovely guys, as the composer and musician, and she kind of dragged me along with them. So I also reconnected with Ellis the Wirewalker, who was an old friend from where I grew up, and I started to get into Swansea and looking for places to train. This kind of brings me on to when I moved back to Swansea after a few years away. I was looking for a space to train and found out about Circus Eruption and sort of just started volunteering with them, and that's where I learned more about the kind of social and community sides of circus. My passion now is a bit more focused on weird stuff. Into the kind of shocking world of circus sideshow. But I think that with a huge range of skills in the circus world, there's plenty for anyone to find. Even if it's just being a miserable luchador stage manager. So with the introduction done, the first time I started writing this talk, it basically was just that. It was me telling my story of how I got into doing sideshow. But it all got a little bit kind of self-indulgent, so I thought it'd be nicer to share a bit more about the general benefits. So these are a couple of stills from a video that me and my housemate made a little while ago, where we essentially just got kind of drunk and hurt each other. The fabulous Ernie Sparkles, who you'll all get to meet in just a little bit of time, he saw it and he asked us to turn it into a show to perform at his cabaret night. And so we spent a while trying to figure out different lighting cues and complicated costumes before we just sort of like hashed things together and managed to pull together a bit of a storyline. So I think the circus walks this really great tightrope between pushing you harder and faster into increasingly terrifying situations, but at the same time it kind of tells you that wherever you are, that's sort of cool, you can just carry on with that, and if something isn't working, you can always try and figure it out. Apart from straps are really fucking hard and they always hurt. So with that in mind, adaptability and inclusion is something that I'm really passionate about in circus, and that's something that I have learned from my time working with Circus Eruption. So, as a lot of you know, because there's so many of you here who have volunteered or worked with Circus Eruption in the past, Circus Eruption is one of the world's largest integrated youth circuses, and that word integration is really key. So we'll never turn anyone away or separate the groups based on abilities and disabilities or learning behaviour or anything like that. It's all about if a person's struggling, trying to figure out what's wrong for them in the act, rather than figuring out what's wrong with them and why they can't do something. So I've included this as a bit of an example. If someone turns up maybe with mobility issues, problems getting around, and they want to try some acrobalance, that's totally cool. You just need to kind of steer them towards working with certain partners or trying to do certain poses. So I want to talk a bit more now, kind of rushing through it, about this brilliant organisation, the Flying Seagull Project. I just think they deserve a bit of a plug. So they have loads and loads of different projects all over the world, and their basic mission statement is to bring smiles to those in need. They've recently been working a lot with displaced families and refugee camps, and that's a real way that social circus can make a huge difference. So if you imagine the hell that some of these children have had to go through in their journeys, I think it's vital that we're giving them back that right to be a child and that right to kind of experience comfort and some laughter. So if this all sounds really good and you do want to get into circus, you can check out Circus Eruption and come along to some of our stuff, or this brilliant new space is just open in Cardiff by a couple of friends of mine to try a bit more high-flying stuff. So, finishing up with a quick story about Glastonbury 2016. Me, my friends Tia and Craig who were performing, had spent about 31 hours trapped in a hatchback together, driving and queuing. And we eventually got in with each other's piss all full of our wellies. And we arrived backstage at the Glastonbury Big Top to this great dynamic crew of performers and riggers from all over the world. And Tia shared a poem with me by E. E. Cummings that has kind of stayed with me, and I've thought about it ever since whenever practicing or performing. So he says, "Damn everything but the circus. Damn everything that is grim, dull, emotionless, unrisking, inward turning. Damn everything that won't get into the circle, that won't enjoy, that won't throw its heart into the tension, surprise, fear and delight of the circus, the round world and full existence. Thank you.